I think we should see it as a positive step. We are finally seeing some of the actions at the European level which were necessary, but whether it's enough to create a complete turning point, I very much doubt. For that, there's not enough new in it, it's not ambitious enough, so we should have seen something bigger. Says, oh, we now need to take it seriously, and now we need to come up with... Well, I think the member states, broadly speaking, are on board. It's a question of looking at some of the detail, but overall, they have asked for this plan. They have wanted Juncker to present something quickly, but something which doesn't create additional debt. So it means that Juncker's instruments were quite limited. So what he has done now, I think, is probably the only feasible way of achieving the figure of 300 billion. Whether that will be achieved in reality remains to be seen. They will blame that on not having committed to a referendum, so I think we will see a referendum very well, what we're seeing at the moment is that these investors are not investing. So whether they should or not, we really need that investment to get the economy going, to also create the potential for the future. I think the key issue here is that there is an additional risk associated, particularly with investments in the countries which have been struggling with the crisis. But we also have an overall issue, and that overall issue is that our projected growth rate is fairly low, and that makes it very difficult for investors to justify investments.